Hey folks, welcome back to our first full playthrough of Space Haven Alpha 14. Brutal difficulty. Let's get started. Okay, so when we left off, we are mining some chemicals here. We're down to 2 crew members, unfortunately. We've got some raw materials that we can work with. It looks like our ship hasn't turned on yet. There we go. Waiting for the hyperdrives to come online to make sure we're under mass here. We got a little bit of ice. We got some grow beds started. We got a little bit of water. We're out of hull blocks currently. We could use a couple more of those. Let's see if we can add some to our queue here. We've got plenty of blue crystals, so that's not an issue. So that's like another 2 hull blocks that we can produce and then maybe trade or use for something. We also can produce more soft blocks. Let's actually try to be a little more conservative, though. Let's produce if we have less than 3 soft blocks. I just want to have that many available for sale. And then I think I'm going to do the same thing for hull blocks. For tech blocks, we get electronics components. Those sometimes sell well, but we don't need that many of them. Okay, and what's the next thing that we're thinking of building right now? Let's take a look. So I think we're kind of short of tech blocks. We just got our grow beds online, right? I think we need a chemical refinery is one thing. We got these 2 grow beds going and this 3rd grow bed going, and it looks like nothing else right now. I'm not super happy about that. I think we should try to get some other things, but let's check our crew's botany skills. So we have a botany 0 on Edward. This person has botany 3, so they could actually, Nadia could actually start working on some more advanced food. This, no, fruits require botany 4, seeds and nuts require botany 5, so I take it back. We're just going to grow a bunch of vegetables today. And I'm hoping that 3 units of vegetables will be enough for our 2 crew members here. We also have the ACS Black Knight in the sector. We already have a trade queued with them. Let's check and see what that is. We're buying 6 tech blocks. That seems pretty good. And let's check our resource facilities. It looks like we have the capability to build a metal refinery. We don't have one built yet, so we're going to have to make some space in our hull for that because we don't have anywhere to put it currently. That's probably going to be in the aft section of the ship here, near this that's a hull stabilizer, sorry. Where's our advanced power node? So we might actually want to, because of the way the power distribution nodes are laid out here where the hyperdrives, what we might want to actually do is expand out here and build our extra factories out here instead of expanding towards the aft section first. But in order to do that, we need to get some industry done. Let's work on that industry. I also want to see what's in neighboring sectors real quick. We have 2 derelicts in neighboring sectors, so we're going to make sure we're well rested. And we should think about getting Item Fabricator online soon. For that, let's check our research. So we got the workbench coming online. Item Fabricator. Does Item Fabricator require the workbench? I don't think it does. I think we should move that up in the list. And I want to move the chemical refinery up in the list unless it requires the workbench. Let's see, which it does. So, okay, we'll get the Item Fabricator online in case we should happen to get some plastic and some... Actually, we have the ability to produce metal plates now, right? So it's really just... If we get some plastic, then we can get an Item Fabricator online and get guns for our 2 crew members, which is going to be critical to our survival in the early mid-game here. We should also look for every possible opportunity to buy weapons. We don't see that here currently. Actually, we're going to continue on the workbench, actually, with the research because this is the active research. Let's pause that and make this the active research. The reason that I want to continue with the workbench, actually, is because if we manage to buy 2 weapons, then we don't need the Item Fabricator anymore for a while. We could produce weapons to make money. Could be an early money-making opportunity, but we don't have the resources to actually make things from that factory, so it makes more sense for us to try to get a chemical processing facility online first. Unattended construction task. What's that? I guess we're putting the thermal regulator in there. Yeah, that's fine. Out of food. The food is taking a really long time to grow. I think we should probably... Let's plant a couple more root vegetables. We're pretty low on fertilizer, so we can't go too crazy with our planting. Actually, no, we have quite a bit. I take that back. I take that back. Yeah, we got lots of industry queued. We're gonna give our guys, just give them some time to work here. Radiation sector is not really a huge threat anymore because of the power system changes. Nadia has her midday nap to deal with her discomfort from working in the industry section all day. Oops. Don't do that, guys. Alright, she's fixing it. She's breaking that machine a lot. She's kind of... Yeah, she's getting upset because she messed up. Hey, Boom Up, how's it going? Bryce is not with us today. Sadly. Okay, resting for the evening. So I think tomorrow, when the crew wakes up, we're going to continue on and check out one of the derelicts in the neighboring sectors. Another thing we think about doing early is getting the little mini shield generator online. Let's see if we have that in our research queue. I mean, we can get by without it, so we probably should try to. It is in our queue, but it's further down. I guess it makes a lot of sense for us to go for the robots first. I think this order we have is a good order. Okay, using the bathroom. Okay, now they're back to work, which means we should launch. Or not? That was weird. Okay, I guess they messed up at navigation and damaged the console. Okay, so which way do we want to go first? Let's go this way because there's some derelict, but also some mining that we can do here. We're gonna have to be super cautious at every derelict we check out. There's a chance that it's going to completely wipe out our guys because there's only 2 of us. So we're going to just have to take it real slow and careful. Make sure we don't get bitten at all. And let's dock over here. Alright, here goes. Okay, we see... This is good so far. Got a nice little firing platform where we can just... We wait him out. Let's try to go in and bait him out. Because we do only have so much oxygen. Get him, Edward. Where you going, buddy? It's like those Vietnam War movies where they're hanging out the side of the helicopter shooting the chain gun, except we're hanging out the side of a shuttle shooting our little dinky pistols. Get him. I have a feeling that Edward is the better shot. Let's check and see if that's the case. He's got a 9% accuracy. They both have terrible, absolutely terrible accuracy. 9% is atrocious. Holy crap. Let's see what's going into that. So actually all their nutrient deficiencies and the spacesuit debuff are all giving them an accuracy penalty on top of their already low baseline. So only 1 in every 10 of their shots are going to hit, which is very aggravating. Which means it's just going to take forever to get this done. We see a third crew member, which is super fortunate. I better hope that they're alive inside that pod. So we're going to do everything we can to get them out, because we need all the help we can get right now. Come on, kill him. Thank you. Okay. Let's go. Let's make a beeline straight for that pod. I'm going to check this door first to make sure we don't get trapped back here. Okay, good. Okay, we're gonna open this up. Oh, we got some more guys on the other side there. We gotta hurry. Okay, Darius, welcome aboard. What does Darius do? Darius is good at... Oh, he's got botany skill. That's really nice. Medical and research. And he's also good at all of the ship systems, especially shielding. Holy crap. Okay. This is a great find. So this is kind of what I was hoping for. Like, if we explore derelicts, eventually we're going to... He's also brave, and he is way more accurate, it looks like, than Edward. Probably mostly because he's not starving to death. Let's hand him the weapon. So here, yeah, hey. So we're gonna have him come over here. I'm gonna make Darius my group 2 now. And then these 2 guys are gonna be group 3. Or no. Okay, so Darius now has, with the pistol, let's say, the pistol does give you an accuracy penalty, but he still has a 20% accuracy, which is fantastic. Even though he only has weapons 1, I guess it just goes to show like how many penalties we have right now. Let's actually, we're gonna keep Darius here. I want anything to happen to our new buddy. And we're gonna need to move Nadia back so that she's out of reach. Oh, no. The problem is you can't tell them to actually go to this platform. There we go. Okay. So Edward is gonna be our guinea pig, and then these 2 are gonna be our shooters. There we go. Darius is getting it done. That's right. Get him, Darius. Oh, it's such a relief to have somebody who can actually hit the monsters. You tell him, Darius. Maybe a little bit more, though. Okay. We'll figure it out. We'll get there, guys. Just gotta be patient. Oh, but this is such a good... I'm so happy that we got Darius on board. Darius, you're our savior. Okay. Can we clear this? There's a... looks like a medical bed there. I saw an alien down at the far end there. Looks like they're not able to get over here, maybe. Okay, so we can bring our... Let's have our other 2 guys here top off their oxygen tanks. And we're gonna bring them down here to help out Edward, because he's getting kind of far away from the ship. And, with the topped off oxygen tanks, one of the other 2 can... Oh wait, Edward can top off his tank from this too. Where did that other guy that was down here go? He must be in this room, right? No? Sus. They surrounded us. Fortunately, we have this little island here that we can go to where we're safe still. As long as there's not a hive on board, we're good. We will eventually run out of oxygen if we stay here, but we can afford to stay for a little while. We do also have the airlock that we can get oxygen from. Oh, hello. Speed things up a little because at a certain point, slowing things down doesn't do anything for us. Okay, we got that. One of our guys... It looks like Nadia's out of oxygen. Is the shuttle out of oxygen? The shuttle's not out of oxygen. I'm not sure why she didn't get oxygen before when I sent them both to get it from the ship. Or the shuttle, rather. Okay, so we can pick these up and have these two guys come along. I think we're almost done here. Okay, that was it. So, Edward, you're going to go get that. These two guys are going to be undrafted. Shuttle's going to be undrafted. Let's check adjacent sectors for enemy ships. We don't see anything now, so we're good for a while. And what did we get? Oh, lots of good stuff. Okay, ooh, we got some nuts and seeds, so that's going to be good to help the crew with their nutrient deficiencies that they got going on. We got some refined hyperfuel, which is a great trade good. Some blue crystals, nice. Tech block, very nice. And some infra blocks, and some mystery meat of multiple varieties. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then Edward is going to go ahead and get these two thingies over here. We got a data log. Okay, now we're just going to chill here and process resources for a little bit. Up to 7 tech blocks now, which is pretty sweet. Gonna keep an eye out for incoming ships up here, and also keep a weather eye out for hazards, like meteoroid showers. Edward is starving. That's unfortunate for Edward. Hopefully the nuts and seeds and nuts should help with that. We don't have... Okay, we don't allow them to consume directly from storage. That's good. They'll consume less if they consume it from the kitchen instead of from storage directly. Okay, Edward should be feeling a little better soon. Hopefully. Is Nadia our botanist here? We might have to think about either buying food for the crew from a passing other ship or getting food service from a rec station or something. Because Nadia's not doing too hot. And it seems like it's going to be a long time before we get better quality food access. Let's take a look at our scrap totals before we start scrapping. I don't think we need it for scrap right now. We don't necessarily need soft scrap. We don't really use tech scrap that much. And energy scrap is not that critical, so really we actually just need whole scrap here. I think I do want to do... thinking how much time I want to spend salvaging here. I think we need the resources that we can afford to sit here a little bit. We're a bit low on water. We're down to 1 unit of ice. We got to keep an eye on that. And an Android chip coming in. We could probably buy water from them at a minimum. Maybe ice if we're lucky. Lots of unattended tasks on board here. Mostly logistics. Yeah. Nadia's taking her break. That's good. Just getting that discomfort under control. And we see the mining pod come out to get hull blocks. That's good. ACS Vulture. They're not giving us a good price on hyperfuel, so we're going to hang on to that for now. We have the option to sell hull blocks, but we don't have much hull scrap, and I think we need to expand our hull to allow for some new factories, so I'm going to hang on to that for now. We have the option to buy water, and I think we should, because we're down to 1 ice and 4 water units. We could sell a couple of these guys. The biomatter. And we're going to sell a couple of soft blocks because we've got plenty of soft scrap here. And we have more available from the salvage if we need it. In fact, let's sell all 3 soft blocks here. So this gives us a couple hundred credits. We can buy some water units easily with that. That'll... Let's take 5 water units, 146 credits. I like that idea. I think that'll be good for us for a while. And I was thinking about selling the raw chemicals, but they're not that common, and I want to be able to do the experiments soon for the chemical refinery, so let's hold off on that. You'd probably figure out what Darius is going to prioritize. Let's take a look at our overall skills here. So, Nadia's kind of doing everything right now. I think what we need to do is have... We don't need Nadia to do mining so much. We really want Edward to do that, because that's like the one thing that he actually is skilled at doing, aside from research. Which, I mean, even his research isn't great. Yeah, so what we want to do, we want Nadia to do maintenance, because she's the only one that can really do that. And botany is important, but I want her to focus more on industry, and I think Darius is going to be our botanist here. And then Darius can also work on research, and less so on logistics. He can also do botany and medical. Okay, so it's got to be medical first, followed by botany, followed by research, and maintenance and construction. I'm gonna bump maintenance up because that's a little bit important. Let's bump that up to his maintenance is not gonna get better though, is the thing. I think this is good. Let's leave it like that. They call me crazy. This is the ship that killed our one guy. Let's take a look at what the logs say about this. Log 1. Second star to the right. So, this is the HSS Call Me Crazy. Ship's log, first entry, Captain Floyd Pierce. I thought I should probably start keeping one, now that we've got an actual ship that can fly. We got the hyperdrive installed today, which means we're all set to leave. Eden, here we come. Brown thinks I'm too optimistic. I just like to think, you know, things are so dark right now, us little lights have to shine that much brighter. Yeah, you too, mate. He just gave me the finger. Anyway, I mean, it was bad down there. Really bloody bad. London's basically underwater nowadays, and the week before we finally got the shuttle up to our haven, I swear I saw a body floating down the street. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that any longer. I feel bad for the poor sods we left behind, but there's only so quickly this program can work, isn't there? It's only going to get worse before it gets better, and it'll just keep getting worse unless people have somewhere to go. All the boards and social media are buzzing with this rumor, idea, I'm not sure which, but they all imagine there's a planet out there somewhere, one that's enough like Earth that we could live there. Has to be pretty exact, needs the right gravity, the right air, the right lots of things. But it's a big galaxy, there's got to be a planet like out there somewhere, right? People online are calling it Eden, and I guess that's our mission. We can't keep on living on these ships forever, can we? No. We need a planet, and I think we learned from Earth how to keep from messing up a new one. We were just behind the curve with Earth. Eden will be different, we just have to find it, so that's what we're going to do. End log entry. And we could check out entry 6, but I want to see if we can find some more first. So we traded with the Vulture, or we queued up a trade with the Vulture anyway, we haven't actually traded. Got another android ship coming in, it might be the one that we traded with in the last sector. Debating whether we should bring on more scrap. Let's bring on some more soft scrap, because I think that's fairly profitable. Relatively speaking. Let's take a look at our recycling queue also. We got plenty of stuff. We got a lot of conditional rules going on. Okay, we should be getting one more hull block at least. Okay, the Roger Young. What do you got for us, Roger Young? More tech blocks that we could buy. That's pretty sweet, always. We're a little bit tight on funds, though. And we already got 8 tech blocks, so we don't necessarily have to buy tech blocks. We're going to sell this advanced hyperfuel, because that's going to get us at least 1 tech block, probably 2, yeah. Because our Hyperium's good. Our water is kind of okay for the short term. Maybe we'll buy 1 or 2 more units. Could sell some medical supplies because we don't have a med bay and we're not going to have one for a while. Let's do that. We could think about selling a couple units of carbon, but I think we're going to need the... carbon producer pretty soon to produce more food for our crew. We have enough, like... How are we doing on vegetables? We have no vegetables. We're basically just eating potatoes, Mark Watney style. Like I was talking about last time, I guess. Let's see. Botany, 3 out of 6. The thing is, Nadia's so good at everything. If only more of us could be like Nadia. Arius is actually researching right now. Okay. I think we're going to start at 1 more vegetable bed. Vegetables, I think they tune the vegetable beds in this version, so they take a long time to grow. I don't think that's a difficulty thing, I think that's just a change in this patch. How's our storage looking? 156 out of 250, that's not bad. Are we done salvaging here? No, not yet. So right now we're kind of content with this small ship how it is. As soon as we're done salvaging this derelict, actually maybe while we're salvaging this derelict, we could start working on our metal refinery. Let me think about that for a second. If we're done with the workbench, I think the first thing we want to get is a chemical refinery, because that gives us options. The most important of which is producing fertilizer. So if we... But we also really need the item fabricator. This is tough, guys. So let's... I'm going to buck the chemical refinery up, and so it's after the workbench. So as soon as the workbench is done, we're going to build that. We're going to start on the chemical refinery. And then after that, we're going to get the item fabricator, and then we'll have the 3 pieces that we need to... we'll have the 3 pieces that we need to actually produce guns, which is the item fabricator, chemical refinery, and the metal refinery. And once we have guns for our 3 crew members, then we'll have a much easier time on board derelicts, especially if they all have assault rifles. Although I learned actually from watching Seeger's stream that there is a minimum skill requirement to use specific weapon types. I don't know what the skill requirement is going to be like for the assault rifle. It could be that we can't actually use one. Might be pistols only. It's unfortunate there's no way we can train our firearms. It'd be a good idea to add to the game, I think, as a service that you could have with the military alliance, like, hey, train up your weapon skill, come on board and, you know, do some shooting practice. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Well, you guys come back as, like, crack snipers. So we're going to hold off on expanding our hull until we're ready to build the research workbench. We're going to expand a little bit, build the workbench, and then we're going to expand again to build the refinery and the 2 refineries, rather. Alright, I think we got our money's worth out of this derelict. I think it's time for us to move on as soon as the crew wakes up. We don't have any extra weapons in here, do we? No. It's worth a look. Our hyperdrives are a little damaged, I just noticed. I mean, we're a little bit overweight, is what I mean to say. You could think about building another hyperdrive, but I think I'd rather just try to rough it for now and deal with the damage. It doesn't really cost us anything to fix a busted hyperdrive, other than a slight risk that we might not be able to jump again right away. But I think the risk is very slight. Okay, so we're gonna go around here clockwise. So we'll come back to the derelict much later. We can mine here. Androids don't want to trade with us anymore. But we got some ice here, which is very good. And we get some more raw chemicals, which is going to help us out once we get the refinery. Meanwhile, our other two folks can continue doing shipboard tasks like industry and so forth, and also fix the hyperdrives. What have we got in terms of scrap here? I think we're going to produce another 2 hull blocks at least. Our infra block total is good. I think we're going to produce another extra 2 soft blocks, or 1 soft block rather, 2 scrap. Hyperdrives are all fixed. Still no vegetables, man. Okay, let's have our crew... They would give everybody like a 2-hour break. So I want to go and jump into the next sector shortly here. Edward is a charming prize fighter, an antisocial computer programmer. I mean, that's like saying that the sky is blue. And then a neurotic bartender. Okay. I guess that's not true. There are social computer programmers. I am just not one of them. Unless you count socializing on the internet. Here we go. Okay. We got this now. Let's see. And here's another derelict we can look at. And we see a cultist ship in the area, so we've got to watch out for them. Oh, I should have tried to interrupt the androids and see if they would stay and trade with us. I'm going to park on the other side of the derelict here, use it for cover. Not that that's really a thing. Okay, we're going to go make sure our navigator gets to eat, because everybody else was about to eat. Okay, I think everybody's good. Let's go. Alright, Edward, you're up. Start opening doors. Nobody here so far. I don't need any oxygen yet, really. I guess we might as well top off. So this exploring with only one dude may seem a little weird, but it serves 2 purposes. One is that it keeps our guys safe and from the crawlers, you know, keeps us from getting surprised and make sure we have a good firing position. And 2, it limits our risk. So if we suddenly stumble into a room full of haulers and we're in a situation where all of our guys would have got killed, now we're only losing one guy because the other two guys are still outside. I think the ship's empty though. Seems like there's nobody home. Alright, Edward, you lucked out this time. Let's see what we got. Energy rod, nice. That's going to help us when we go to travel to the next sector. We actually need to remember to build... I was going to say build another hyper sleep chamber. Yeah, we still need to build that. So that's very important. We should actually do that right away because I'll forget. I'll run out of blocks to build it with. And we'll be in trouble when we have to go to the next sector. So let's get that done as soon as possible. So let me go ahead and expand our hull here. And I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap so that we can continue back here and have like a second row behind these guys. I don't think we need this. That should be good. Oh no, we are going to need that because the entry is on that side, right? MFS Space Welder 4000. Former ship of the Merchant Federation. Okay, here's our whole construction. Very nice. And let's plunk down our new hypersleep chamber. So we're missing a block here still, yeah. Still waiting for one more block to get built. Being very conservative with my cash right now. Oh, okay, we got our research workbench done, which means we could start work on the chemical refinery. We can actually start on the research for it immediately, even though we can't do the experiments yet. We just need to process 2 raw chemical units in order to actually get the research done. Where are we going to put our chemical refinery, or our lab, rather? We could put it... Can we fit it over here somewhere? Yeah, we'll hang it off of the... Is that gonna fit? I don't know if it will. I don't think it... Not if we want to wall it off. We don't want to put it over by the bedroom. We could put it back in one of these little nooks here. Let's do that. How's it going to be cordoned off from everything, though? Let's start expanding this backwards. Actually, let me check and see if this uses basic or advanced power. Is it going to tell us? Basic power consumption. Okay, so we don't have to worry too much. So we're going to expand back here, and we're going to build a little lab back here. We're going to make sure we keep it separate from the generator, because the lab has the tendency to start fires, I've noticed. There's the end of our hull construction, very good. Okay, we're still scrapping. We're still great on infra scrap. Getting soft scrap. We could get some energy scrap if we wanted to. Let's start getting a little bit of energy scrap. I think it could be worthwhile, because we are a little bit low on blue crystals. Okay. And now our research workbench can go here. Oh, no, we should build it. Let's build it over one more. So we can wall it off from... We can have like a corridor going back here. And that can be its own little room. That's good. Perfect. So I got 2 doors separating the workbench from the generator. I'm happy with that. Okay, we got this built and charged, which is very good. So we're gonna need to come up with an energy rod and a half every new sector. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out for one for the moment. I mean, we can technically make one more jump without these guys, but we're gonna have an issue if we don't have any energy rods but in this sector after this. Well, this guy's got half a rod left, but these guys have nothing. So we need a minimum of 2 energy rods in the next sector, or this sector. I guess it'll be 2 energy rods in this sector and 1 in the sector after next. Have you hit Botany 4 yet? No. Still can only grow vegetables. That's really rough. Doing chemical refinery research, very good. Oops. See them experimenting with raw chemicals here, trying to figure out how to refine them. And did we finish? We still got one more experiment to do. And we have a cultist ship coming in the sector. Let's see what our state of salvage is like. Found an energy cell somewhere. I'm not sure where that came from. Was there a weapon system or something on board that we dismantled, maybe? I think we're going to be okay here for a few hours. We're actually almost done salvaging, so I'm going to let it go for until this gets to like 3 or 4 hours, or until the shuttle's ready to leave, because sometimes I don't want the shuttle to leave these guys behind when there's 2 hours to go. Okay, it's probably time to call it. We'll stop salvaging this and just take the stuff that we already salvaged. And let's prep for jump. Oh! No, 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 no! I have the feeling that when I prep for jump, the shuttle always comes back immediately, even if it means leaving our crew members behind. I think that's kind of a bug. Or at least a bad behavior. Okay, so we got that. I'm not going to undraft the shuttle right now because I don't want it to go to the airlock and try to dock and unload its cargo. I want to save that for when we get to where we're going. Darius is a very tired navigator. Poor Darius. Okay, we can rest here. We got some Hyperium in the next sector, that's good. Oh, this can be undrafted now. He can go unload his cargo. Beautiful. And we gotta repair our hyperdrives, ideally before we jump again. Let's look at our research. I want to make sure that we're not... Okay, there we go. I want to make sure that the lab isn't working way ahead of our current research. We're not doing experiments for stuff that we're not going to research for a while later. I think after we get the chemical refinery and the item fabricator online and the metal refinery, it might be worthwhile to think about an energy refinery just to make the rods for these things. Okay, no active research project from the refinery. We actually did all of our experiments that we needed, I think. So we're gonna stop the workbench Well, it seems like it's not strictly necessary. Darius is getting some nutrient deficiencies. Seems like he's not doing well health-wise. The nutrition system is very harsh. Gotta keep an eye on our Hyperium supply. Oh, that's rude. Okay, we're gonna see if he continues on in the next sector. He did not, so we're gonna have to swing back there in a minute. Our cyclic queue is idle. I think we should be making more hull blocks. And more soft blocks as well. We could think about making extra grow beds, but the thing is I'm already not using all the beds that we have. Because we don't have the fertilizer for it. We don't have the skills for it either. Or the logistical support. Grow beds take a lot of logistics, I think. Usual, we're accumulating a huge stack of corpses slowly in the airlock of our ship. Okay, we got 3 ice units. I was just checking because our water supply was low, but it's just because I have the water purifier in a very conservative setting. Starting to run a little bit low on blue crystals. We might think about recycling some energy scrap. Let's do 1 blue crystal from energy scrap. Guess we used up a bunch of it for blocks building this, between that, the 2 doors, and the lab itself. So we should probably also make some more infra blocks. It's another 3 infra blocks. Okay, we're ready to move to the next sector here. Okay, we can either go this way. I think we're gonna go this way and try to mine while the cultists are on the other side there. Then we'll come back for this derelict. There's also an android in the sector we can trade with. I don't know if it's somebody we've traded with before or not. We'll see. Hello, RoboPals. Malcador's Light. I don't know how to pronounce that, or even what language it's from. Okay. We have the option to sell hull blocks. I think we're going to sell 2 hull blocks here because they're giving us a pretty good price, and we have some scrap where we can produce more. We might think about getting a blue crystal. I think we also need both energy blocks and tech blocks. This is costly, though. They also have energy rods. I really don't want to buy energy rods, but I think we kind of have to. We'll see. We're going to cruise through the sector for a bit and keep searching. We don't necessarily need tech blocks right away because we got 8 of them right now. I'm going to buy 1 more energy block, though. I think it's a pretty good trade. Also sell... We don't have anything that we can manufacture right now that's, like, really profitable. We have the option to build a metal refinery, but metal plates are not really worth much. And I guess we could also build electronics components, but they didn't seem to want those. Look like... Yeah, it's only 69 for an electronics component. I'm hanging out there chatting. Darius is getting to know his new buddies. I wonder if they're getting along. Let's see. Darius actually likes both of the other two. The other two hate each other, but they both like Darius. That's something, I guess. I mean, they don't work in the same spaces most of the day, so that's fine. Nadia probably resents Edward because Nadia does all the work around the ship, and Edward just sits there at the research console, faffing around. And also does some mining, I guess. So we're just cranking out the basic research we need for the chemical refinery. I think once we get that, then we're in really good shape. And then it's just a matter of training up our skills and improving until we're able to reliably produce better food. I'm actually wondering if we should... Let's start the last two grow beds on vegetables, only because I think we need to do that in order to improve our crew's skills. We should probably have one person focus on botany exclusively, and I think that person is going to be Darius. Actually, let's see who's closer to a level, because we need the level 4 botany as quickly as we can. So Darius has got that much. Nadia's closer to level 4 is the thing, but Nadia's also doing all the industry, and Darius doesn't really have the capability to do industry. I'm going to lower Nadia's botany priority to get Darius to do more of it, but I don't think we're going to take Nadia out of it entirely. We have all these priorities set, but in reality I think a lot of it comes down to which crew members are available and which jobs are available, because not all the jobs are doable at any given time. And they do kind of do them in a rotation, kind of. So in red log 6 yet. Nadia's injured. Injured myself, and I'm a little sore all over. Okay, she's actually healing though. That's good. Maybe Nadia, we need Nadia to rest a little bit more. Okay, she's actually sleeping tonight. That's fine. I think hopefully she'll heal overnight. Although the deficiencies are probably not helping. There we go. Yeah, she's better now. Alright, so as soon as they wake up and eat in the morning, such as it is. Technology dispenser. I guess they weren't hungry, actually. Didn't see them actually eat. I don't know if you guys... Maybe they went and ate over there, and then just hung out in the kitchen and chatted for a while. Okay, so we're gonna go this way to avoid the cultists, which are down there somewhere. Yeah, we got another derelict. Let's hope for another crew member. I definitely think we could use a fourth. And these are like the easy days when the derelict ships are not that bad to explore. Later on, it's going to be rough. Especially if there's just 3 of us. And we're not qualified to use any kind of weapons. There we go. Get him, guys. Get him faster. Okay, this guy actually can't get over to this side, so we're gonna move these 2 up here. And while they're shooting, we're gonna have Edward start exploring the opposite way. So he's actually trapped in that corner. I'm gonna Oh, that is a soft block. Okay. This is actually a wacky ship design. Okay, no signs of a nest, so pretty much just waiting until this guy dies. And then we're gonna bring our guys over here, and I think we can actually bring the shuttle over there too. Let's see. Yeah, let's bring the shuttle over there too. Oops. Just dropped my phone on my keyboard, sorry about that. There's a corpse over there. It looks like an android, I think. Android corpse, yeah. This is gonna take a minute. As long as there's enemies out here to shoot, we'll keep going at 2x. Make sure our guys don't get bitten. They're suffering enough as it is. There he goes. Alright, good. Let's get our oxygen from our shuttle, which is conveniently right there. Okay, there's nothing more in there. Oh, what just happened? I must have clicked on... I think I clicked on something on the HUD that switched over to a particular part of my ship by accident. I didn't think it was like an enemy ship arriving in the sector or something like that. I guess these two can come down here as well. It's gonna take forever if we... Oh. Second thought. Yeah, let's withdraw. Oh, shit. That's what I get for being impatient. Edward gets bitten, but not too bad. Okay, we're gonna park these guys here in the hallway and have them ready to shoot. This is a bigger ship than I gave it credit for. Thought we were almost done, but we got another couple of rooms to explore here. There definitely could be guys in some of these rooms. Okay, we're good. The Sentry Ostrich, former military alliance ship. Getting some more blue crystals here, which is good for our industry. And we're getting tech blocks, soft blocks, plastic. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. Because with the plastic, we can immediately switch over to the item fabricator. Let's get all this stuff transferred. We get 3 corpses, android corpses, I think. It's complaining there's stuff unattended over here while the crew is away on a mission. That's okay. I mean, there's not much we can do about it, right? We've only got 3 people on board the whole ship. It'd be cool if we had an option to just like punch a hole in the hull over here somewhere, or put another docking panel in, so that we can make transferring a little more efficient. Because it's crazy how much distance they have to walk for every individual resource they grab here. Down to 2 units of fertilizer. We should have the chemical refinery done with time to spare. Well, the research is only at 18%. It says 58% all overall, but I think a lot of that is the experimental. Yeah, we still got a ways to go with the research. Oh, cultists are rude. Okay, we're actually done with all the important stuff off of here. We're gonna let our crew members sleep. Yeah, I think we're gonna launch first thing in the morning here. I don't think we need to necessarily... Let's do hull scrap only, actually. I think we can get some hull scrap here quickly and get away safely with time to spare. Assuming our guys actually want to do that. They're busy. But we'll get a little bit of hull scrap. Okay, let's get our jump ready. And I want to see if this comes back right away. It does. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we can mine this. Yeah, so the weapons are going to serve two functions. They're going to enable our crew to survive on some of the harder derelicts at the early mid-game. And they're also going to be a valuable trade good. I think we're going to stick it out and just wait for this to be done. Let's get out of here. We really should probably put a spacesuit locker up here. Oh, the plants died. Oh, crap. I didn't think about that when I decided to stick around. What a waste. It sucks. So, I guess the crew's gonna go hungry for a while. Yeah, that's queued for repairs, that's fine. Let's go check out this new derelict. Yeah, so sticking around the meteoroid shower was not worth it. Definitely not. Not for like the 2 units of noble metal. For those 2 units of noble metal, we lost probably like 5 water units and a half of a... what's it called? Half of a fertilizer unit. And a bunch of time. Which is pretty important, because that's time our crew is going to spend going hungry. And they're already malnourished. Is that hive creep, or is that just blood that's on the wall there? I can't tell. I've never seen a derelict that has this many pod bays on it. I think this is the first time I've actually seen pod bays on a derelict, except for, like, the Mary Shelley. Okay, they can't come over here. These guys can actually go around the outside. And again, we're going to bring the shuttle over because we have that opportunity. There's still more guys over there to... Let's slow it down to 1x so Edward doesn't get bitten again. I don't think it's actually possible for them to shoot over that. I believe it's not. I could be wrong. We gotta go. Not because of this ship getting destroyed, but because our ship is also gonna get trashed. And we learned that we don't like that too much. Okay. Might be time to think about investing in the shields. Could you fix that? Thank you. We might come back for this derelict. I'll have to think about that. See if our crew members are well rested enough to do another derelict right away. They might not be. We'll give them an hour of sleep, I think. Maybe 2 hours. Oh, look at all these debuffs. And some solar flare. Oh, a siren world. I didn't see that either. We gotta get out of here. Oh, that's right. The siren worlds are invisible now. I remember they mentioned that in the patch notes, I think. Oh, shit. One of our crew members has lost her mind. Nadia. I guess nothing's getting done in the ship for a while. Without Nadia. We're just gonna chill in this sector where it's hopefully a little bit safer and wait until Nadia's recovered from her whatever's going on with her. In the meantime, we can get some research done, so it's not all bad. We're a bit low on water, but that's because of our conservative ice rules. We need to get this done because our temperature in here is actually okay. I thought it was giving me a... Oh, it's a low CO2 warning. Not much we can do about that. Other than let our crew work on board the ship for a while and breathe and generate CO2. Fixing up the hyperdrives, very good. Oh, Nadia's back to normal. That's good. That's a relief. Siren World effect didn't last very long once we left the sector. That's pretty fortunate for us. Oh, we lost a wall segment there, I guess. Darius is doing some maintenance pitching in. That's good. Definitely makes a little sense to just take some time once in a while to catch up on shipboard tasks. You don't always need to be gathering resources. Sometimes not even worth it. Really want to expand our grow beds, but it just doesn't make sense to do it because the skills aren't there. We don't have enough botany. And we don't have the CO2 producer. I think we might actually be able to afford to just chill here until the research is done. Maybe do a little bit of extra recycling. I'm happy that Darius is the one doing the research. So he's actually leveling up. He's at a 4 already. Get it done. I think the research skill levels up quick compared to some of the other stuff. The guns takes forever because you don't use it that much. It's very situational. Industry is fairly quick. Mining is a bit more situational, but it's not too slow. Let's see what Edward's at now. They're still only a 3. That is pretty slow, actually. Ignani has already gone up a level in industry. And we're just sitting waiting for our chemical refinery research. Civilian ship coming in. Let's see what they have and what they want, because we might want to sell them a hull block or two, maybe some soft blocks in exchange for something useful or some cash that we can spend later. Looks like they've at least got a decent stock, enough. Okay, we see some surplus vegetables finally. That's good. Let's set limits so that, yeah, the previous crop failed because there was no oxygen or carbon dioxide in the room anymore, and the temperature was terrible. Okay, so we have more than 4 vegetables, let's say. Then we stop. And we do them in different gradients. Man, they parked far away. The one-eyed wolf. What? Okay, I could sell this unit of plastic, but it's my only unit of plastic right now, and I'm kind of attached to it. Let's see. I'm thinking about buying food, but I think it's really too expensive. We could also think about buying energy rods here. I think we're going to continue holding off on that until we get towards the end of the sector, because we have a couple of opportunities. We have different ships that have been offering it. We might buy a couple extra water units. Yeah, we're gonna sell 2 of our hull blocks. I want to save 3 of them for constructing a new factory area. And then we're gonna buy a couple water units and get some credits. Let's buy 1 energy rod. No, it'll make me feel better if we just have 2 of them. Let's buy 2 of them. So that's gonna be enough to restock our 2 hypersleep chambers here that don't already have half a rod in them. So that means in the next sector we just need to find 1 energy rod, or find one later in this sector. Just watching the trade taking place here. And we see their shuttles on the way back. Remember when the game first came out, they didn't have those icons over the shuttles. You didn't know which shuttle belonged to which enemy ship, or which ship from another faction. So it was very worrying when you had enemy ships in the sector and there was a bunch of shuttles flying around, because you're like, I don't know who's attacking who. They added that feature in Alpha 12, I think. We're gonna try this derelict again. We'll try. We'll see. I think if we get hit by another meteorite shower, we're just gonna bail and leave it behind, because it's not worth losing our plants for, probably. I mean, it could be, though, is the thing. I'd like to at least be able to clear it and find out where we're missing. But the problem is it just takes a long time, and the meteorite shower is not going to wait for us to be done with it. We can try to look for signs of resources on board. We got an electronics component here. We're not going to be able to see everything, but we might, you know, if we happen to see something good, that could influence our decision. Ring around the rosy. It's a very depressing song, actually, if you actually think about the lyrics. It's like the medieval equivalent of teaching your kids how to recognize COVID so they don't get infected. Of course, we see another meteoroid shower. We're gonna close all of our vents and cross our fingers that the grow bed section doesn't get hit again. If we lose all of our oxygen, it's not the end of the world. We might need to go back and fix stuff, we'll see. Oh, well, they opened the door for me. That's nice of them, I guess. The fire's on board. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go back. It's not worth it. Not at this point in the game with this tiny crew that we have here. Wait, where's the fire? That's weird. I don't see anything. Maybe just chill here for a minute and let's work in spacesuits for a little while. And just see if we can weather the storm, because if we do, then we have all the time in the world, basically, to explore. As long as we don't run out of oxygen ship-wide. The path found. Why are you guys not in spacesuits? Please follow directions. Darius, get up. Okay, there we go. No? Hey, buddy. These guys. Okay. I figured out the spacesuits finally. Nadia's on the case, getting that maintenance done real quick. Very good. Okay, and we're done with the meteorite shower. Let's fix our essential stuff that is needed to keep the ship working. Let our crew get a little bit of work, a little more work done on the ship. The aliens are not going anywhere. I was kind of hoping we could fix the broken hull stabilizer. Stability 78 out of 78. Let's, I think we're gonna get somebody up in the middle of the night to fix this if they can. I think it's gonna be Edward. Edward's actually good at maintenance. Beautiful. Okay, it's still a little damaged, but it's not too bad anymore. It's not broken. Alright, this is enough, I think. Let's get our crew back here, working on the derelict again. Yeah, it's a civilian ship, so we're fine. Civilians might come help us out, we'll see. They're less liable to do it, I feel like, than the military, but they might. Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't know you were in here. My bad. I said my bad, dude. What do you want from me? Okay. He just wants to get murdered. Let's continue shooting at the other aliens down there. As long as there's no haulers, we're good. No haulers and no eggs, that is. Okay, this guy is probably not going to follow me all the way back there. We'll see. Just thinking about it. Here we go. You can make it, buddy. Okay, we did it. Now the other side. That's all of this half of the ship, I think. Let's get everybody get some more oxygen. Quick oxygen break. Okay, we got a nice little open spot in the middle here. Okay, get him, Darius. You know what you're doing. Okay, we see another alien down there. Energy refinery. If only I had one of those. We must have missed an alien somewhere. I guess we'll start looking. Let's have everybody look. There's this guy. He's just trapped in a corner there by himself. Can't go anywhere. So we can have our two buddies here go finish him off. Zanba's heart has been explored. And was it worth the meteor shower? I mean, fruit's kind of worth it. Yeah, I would say it is. And the refined hyperfuel isn't too bad either. Okay, and we got some trade partners coming in. The One-Eyed Wolf is back. I don't want to see the One-Eyed Wolf. Come on, that's rude. Very inappropriate. Alright. I'm gonna sell these guys 3 soft blocks just to make a little bit of money. And we could buy water from them, which I think we might end up doing, but let's see what the water situation is like on the Android Collective ship first. I think the shuttle ran out of oxygen or something. Okay, the Malcador's Light we've traded with before. They're the one with the tech blocks and the energy blocks. How's our chemical refinery research coming along? These guys have cheaper water. We're gonna buy that first. That's our priority right now. These guys want hyperfuel. They both want hyperfuel. So we're gonna trade that for some water. 10 units is pretty nice. We could also go for some blue crystals. Let's skip on the water a little bit and go for a blue crystal. Let's do 9 units. Yeah, that's good. What's our energy scrap? We don't have any energy scrap. We're gonna get some from this derelict as time permits here. Here we go. I mean, we could start building the metal refinery while we're waiting for the chemical refinery research. But it's probably makes more sense for us to salvage the Zamba's heart first and worry about the construction later, because we could just have all our guys focus on construction and quickly get it done once we have the research. The research is going to take a while regardless. I want to see if anybody has a medical service option. No, we don't have that. Ooh, we got a research bonus from salvaging. I forgot about that. Maybe we should salvage everything. I wonder if the research bonus is specific to the thing that's being dismantled. Let's watch for a minute and see if we can figure that out. Okay, so that's a robot. We got schematic information. Was it robot? Where's the robots? I think it might have been, because we got some progress on the logistics robot station and on the salvage robot station. Yeah, we got schematics information acquired. That's nice. So, I don't know if that happens randomly regardless, or if you have to have that thing in your research queue for it to happen. But it's good to know that it does happen. Okay, we're low on hull scrap and none on the other stuff. Let's get a little more soft scrap as well. out of all the food types currently. I wonder if we should... How bad is our protein deficiency? It's only -5 right now. I think if our health gets down to like 3/4, then we might want to throw some human meat into our food mix here, just to alleviate the protein issues. Crew's not going to like it, but at least they'll be healthy. I don't know why I put this chair in such a weird... Oh, I was originally thinking about building the algae dispenser over here. That's why I did this. I should probably put in another chair. We can afford that, right? It's only one soft block. Let's get it done. Let everybody in the crew sit down for heck's sake. It's the least we can do, right? There we go. Edward's trying out the new digs. They're all taking turns. That's funny. Yeah, this chair's pretty good. You know, I kind of like it. Chemical refinery research, yes. Okay. Now we're in business. So we're researching the item fabricator. As we're doing that, we're going to start building out our hull here. There's not a lot of room back here, unfortunately. I might want to actually move this node. We could build another node, I guess. Let's see how much we can fit back here first. So we're going to expand here. I think this should at least get us... This will get us a chemical refinery, but not the metal refinery, I think. Maybe we don't need all of that now, then. Let's try and see if that's enough. What we could think about doing is reorganizing our ship a little bit. We could just build some extra space and then move things around so that the industry stuff is concentrated around these power nodes. And other stuff that doesn't need the advanced power is further away in a different location. I think that would be a good idea. Okay, let's see. So, chemical refinery. I'd like to go back one more if we could. Let's go back up against the wall. Oh, fire. I think Nadia's got it under control, maybe? Yes, she's okay. And she didn't even get burned. That's good. The other two are both on... She was the only one on board, so it's a good thing she was able to contain it. Would have had to hurry the other two guys over back onto the shuttle. And part of the reason for our CO2 shortage here is because of all the work we're doing on board derelicts. Not spending as much time on board here. Previous crop failed. Oh, that's not good. I think we're going to cancel one of our grow beds so that there's more CO2 available for the others. I don't think we have enough for the number of grow beds that we're actually producing. They're actually using here. Okay, did we get that last bit of hold on? I don't think we did. No, we're still waiting on that. Here we go. Okay, that's done. So now, chemical refinery. Could actually fit a metal refinery here. Let's do that. This metal refinery is a little bit bulkier and hard to put in different places. But we can't put a door there. That's kind of a deal breaker, maybe. Problem is that the output of the metal refinery is right there where the door is. Let's see if we can rotate it another way. No, it doesn't fit. Has to be that way. Okay, well, chemical refinery it is then. We have to find another spot for the metal refinery. So they're building the walls first, it looks like, and then they're gonna build this. This is a weird... We should put in a wall here, actually, because that's probably fine if the power node is next to the chemical refinery. It's a bit weird that it's exposed to the hyperdrive section, though. Yeah, let's put a wall in. So that's just going to be closed off. And then I'm thinking the metal refinery might end up back here. I think we should think about moving the hyperdrives soonish. We've got some recycling going on to produce more infra blocks. We've done all of our stuff here, so we could move on to another sector, and we're done with the construction here, so I think it makes sense for us to do that. We're going to produce chemicals if we have less than 10 units. We're going to produce plastic if we have less than 3 units. We're going to produce fertilizer if we have less than 2 units. Very good. So plastic is going to be like our first profitable trade good, because all it takes is a unit of carbon and a tiny little bit of chemicals. Okay, we need a thermal regulator in there, which is no big surprise, really. Why can I not put one on this wall? I have no idea. It's letting me put one over there. I have a feeling that this is a bug. I think we should be able to put a chemical regulator there. I'm gonna report this real quick. Hold on. There definitely is wall there, right? Yeah, there's like a built small wall. So there should be 3 valid placement locations. I would think one of them might be blocked off because of the output from the refinery, but there's no reason I shouldn't be able to place one there. I think that's a bug. Okay, so let's get underway. We'll get to the next sector. We're going to see if we can explore some more derelicts and also maybe figure out where we're going to put our metal refinery. I think we're done with this area here. We bought 2 energy rods, so we're good on that score. I don't think we've traded with the Merchant Federation ship yet. Let's see about that. I think this is the first time we've seen these guys, maybe. Orcanium. Yeah, I don't remember them. Ooh, yeah, I definitely would remember that. 19 tech blocks, that's very memorable. Okay, we're gonna sell a unit of plastic here, now that we have the capability to make our own. We're also gonna sell some, but not all of our hull blocks. We do have the capability to make more, but I want to save enough for us to build a couple squares worth of industry, and maybe also another hyperdrive. So that's gonna take a couple blocks. We could think about getting even more tech blocks, and I think that we should. And we could afford them, and they're very cheap here. Let's get a 3rd energy rod for the next sector in case we're not able to find any later. How's our water supply? 1 ice and 10 water. That's okay-ish for the size of crew that we have. Nice if we could find a little more ice, though. But we'll be okay for a while. industry suddenly has lots of work to do because of the chemical refinery. And you also have some construction being done here at the same time. Very good. That should help out. Put a nice little vent there over her head so she can get a cold breeze while she's working at the heated refinery. Okay, we're done our trade, so there's no reason technically that we need to stick around in this sector. And we got our 10 tech blocks, very cool. Let's figure out where our metal refinery is going, though. We might want to do that before we leave the sector. That is to say, build it. First, before we do that, we should figure out where our new hyperdrive is going to go. I think that it should go, like, here. What is this, 4x5, including the space in front of the hyperdrive for us to walk around it. Let me measure this real quick. 26, so half of that is, I mean, to actually build that all this hole. 26, so half of that is 13. So this is our center. So we want to build a hyperdrive right at the back section. We want to build it there. I think that's 4x5, right? Very good. That's technically legal. That might be more hull blocks than we're able to produce with our current scrap. But let's see about it. That would be ideal. Then we can start thinking about moving the other two hyperdrives soon after. Although, actually, we won't be able to fit a power node down there. We have to build another power node, I think, for the new hyperdrive. Which, I mean, we're going to need to build one anyway to cover the new industry machinery, so it makes sense. Maybe we don't put it all the way back there yet. Maybe let's try to save some hull blocks here and be a little bit more conservative. I like how this is kind of crooked. I don't think that's our doing. I think that's just the way the small... Oh, well, I guess the small hope is kind of symmetrical and we only have one passage going back. It's because of the gap. We built it over the gap that goes in between these two machines, the hull stabilizer and the generator, which is slightly off-center. Okay, but what we're going to do here, though, is... let's have this about like there. And then we're going to cancel all this for now. But I could probably afford to put it a little bit further back. Here we go. Okay, so that's going to be our third hyperdrive. And once we get that built, we'll also back out some space here for the metal refinery and plug that down. We're almost out of blue crystals, I just noticed. We're out of energy scrap. We should get moving. I think we're going to stop the recycler for a while, because I think we still can technically run out of energy if we just run it all the way down. We have some blue crystals coming up in this sector, which is nice. Good timing. An Android chip coming in to potentially trade with us. And we just got this under construction sign at the aft part of the ship, hanging off of the back as we're trailing through hyperspace. Like, yeah, we'll get to that later. It's fine. We'll get some raw chemicals, which is also very nice because we just got our chemical refinery online. ACS Vulture, what do you got for me? You want plastic, that's nice. I'm gonna sell you some plastic, very profitable. We could also, we have the option to sell you a couple raw or a couple refined chemicals. We'll sell you one of those, I think. And we're looking to buy some blue crystals. These guys have kind of expensive blue crystals, so we'll give that a pass. And our crew is actually fairly healthy. We must have found enough, a little bit of food on board the last derelict. I can't remember. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So we're just selling stuff for money here. And as soon as we finish mining here, then we can bring our recycler back online. Oh, this is never going to get done, I just realized, until the recycler comes back. So we just have to get all this mining. Okay, we should be up to like 4 crystals now, I think. There we go, yeah. And we're about to get like 3 more, so let's resume the recycler at this point. No advanced power. Oh, there we go. Now it's charged. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. I guess we used up all the advanced power that was available in that node. Appetite full of crates. Raise logistics priorities. Well, they'll start doing logistics if there's no industry jobs because all the tiles are full, so it'll work itself out. The Black Knight has entered the sector. And we're going to trade for some raw chemicals. We're going to sell some processed chemicals, and we're also going to buy some carbon units and some blue crystals. So this is just a pure profit transaction for us. We'll sell the plastic as well. So this is going to get us 3 more plastic units and like 10 raw chemicals, or 10 refined chemicals, excuse me. And we can also pick up some more tech blocks and energy blocks if we want to. This is a great transaction. We're going to pick up 1 more energy block, I think, and 1 more tech block. Anything else? We could even get some meat if we really wanted to, technically. I don't think we need that at this point. So we should be getting back into the whole production game, which means we should be done with this soonish. We need to think about where we put a large energy node. I don't know what the radius is like on large energy nodes in this version of the game. I think we're going to do... These both cost 1 energy block. This takes up 2 system points, though. We have 5 out of 11. I think we can afford a large power node back here. This would be cool, because if we lose power in the forward nodes, our hyperdrives are still covered. We're going to move the hyperdrives anyway, right? So maybe it doesn't make sense for us to try to do it that way. I think we're going to... I have a marker to see where the actual back is when I'm looking at this view. Where the... Because I want to line this up exactly, ideally, so that we can cover just about the entire area. What's this, 5? 5. I'll put a marker there. And then we'll actually, I don't want it to be in the way of this hyperdrive construction. So let's put it over here. Here we go. The Ultras left the sector. We're still waiting for a trade with the Black Knight, though, so they're not going anywhere. Chemical refinery is taking a little bit longer, I'm noticing. Requires Industry 4. Oh, it's fortunate that we got Industry 4. The chemicals are a little bit harder to produce. We'll have to keep that in mind for future playthroughs. We have somebody who only has Industry 3, we won't be able to refine chemicals. I wonder if any of these have skill requirements. Recycler is all Industry 1. That makes sense. Kinda want to wait till this is finished. Got lots of stuff to do on board. Got an ice unit left. We probably want to increase our water production threshold a little bit. Let's go to like 7 instead of 4. Still waiting for whole block production. Okay, we got our 3 plastic units done. Just looking at our industry progress here. So 3 plastic units are done. We're most of the way through our chemical queue, so we should be just waiting on the industry, or rather on the recycler now. And of course our item fabricator research is proceeding apace. Where's our item fabricator going to be? We might just put it out in this main area here. It's pretty small. It's only 2x2. Okay, did we get a new whole block for this yet? Not yet. Roger Young. Oh, we just traded with the Vulture a minute ago. Let's check out the Roger Young. They have a couple more blue crystals available. And we could also sell them plastic, which I think I want to do. I'm going to save a little bit of carbon for general purposes. So getting a little bit of profit and a couple more blue crystals to use for our manufacturing. I'm going to sell a couple of chemical units as well. And maybe 1 soft block. A bad temperature environment in here. That's where... Oh, we're in a radiation sector, and we're expanding our ship here. We don't have that under control. Let's get a thermal regulator here. We're very popular with the androids in this sector. It's probably the other ship that we just traded with. Could think about buying some infra blocks to speed up the process. We do have like 2,000 credits. So this is the Black Knight again. I want to sell them energy cells because I do want to get our shields online soonish. I want to get the mini shield to just protect against meteoroids. These are the guys that have the tech blocks. I think we're actually good on tech blocks for the moment. Yeah, I don't think we need anything from them or want to sell them anything right now. Oh, actually, we're a little low on blue crystals. Do they have good blue crystal prices? They have no blue crystals. We're gonna have to move on in order to find blue crystals, I think. Let's let our crew rest, and then we'll relocate. I'm kind of getting used to the idea that the blue crystals are not constraining our overall ship operation so much, but they are still constraining our manufacturing. I think that's okay. Ash and Fire, I don't think we've seen this one before. I don't recognize that name anyway. They've got some blue crystals we can trade for. They've also got a couple energy blocks. If we take all 4 of these... How much is that going to set us back? We do that for 7 chemicals. I only got 3 raw chemicals, though. Let's not go too crazy. I think we can afford to spend some of the cash that we've already earned from previous transactions. And we can also sell a soft block here to offset the cost a little. This is good. It's a little bit expensive, but I think it's worth it. Oh, we should think about selling some biomatter. Let's see about that. 37 for these guys. The ship is leaving the sector. Okay. I'm gonna just sell them 10 units of biomatter, because that's just easy money. And it frees up space in our inventory that's otherwise just crammed with this junk. Gives our shuttle something to do as well. Come on, where's our hull box? There we go. Okay, we got this stocked again. Or, well, it's at least about to be stocked. There we go. How did you do it that uneven way? That bugs me. It's okay. Alright, we're gonna travel and try to look for more blue crystals still. And other raw materials. And maybe another derelict. Okay, what do we got here? We're heading clockwise around this area. So we covered that. This goes to... okay, that is a satellite sector. Let's check that out. For a minute I thought this went to the next star system, but it does not. Well, this looks like a nice area. Let's drop in here. Check out this derelict. If we don't get everything on the first pass, it is on the way out of the sector, so we might stop in again on the way out. And the military alliance is here to potentially help us out. It's not a military alliance sector, so I don't think they're going to inspect us and check for contraband. But we'll see about that. Looking to buy carbon is the main thing right now. These guys have ice. Ice is also important. So we're going to queue up a trade for some ice here. Ice is inexpensive and very useful. We don't necessarily need to buy as much ice as we can possibly afford. I think, like... I mean, why not though, right? Let's do it. It's not like it costs us much. Okay, so that's it for that. Let's see if the military units want to buy some biomatter. So I want to see if we can keep them in the sector as well, potentially. Yeah, we're going to sell them 10 units. Okay, so both of the ships are going to hang around for a while. So we're going to wait for our shuttle availability before we can trade. Okay. We see an enemy over there. What is this guy? I don't know what this piece of furniture is. That's interesting. Oh, it's like some kind of storage locker. It's not anything we can interact with though, it's just scenery. Just an interesting piece of art that I don't think I've seen before. At least I don't remember it. Oh. Excuse me. That accuracy. We'll figure it out. You can do it, guys. I saw him like right on the other side of the door. There he is. Come on, you can do it, buddy. Did they finally kill that guy over there? They did. Ow, don't bite me. That's rude. I'll shoot you for that. Come on, any day. I wonder if we should have one of the guys with guns do the walking and just have the third guy come along for moral support or carrying bodies or whatever. Oh, they're helping us out. Check that out. It's the... Is that the Military Alliance or the Merchant Federation? Must be the Military Alliance. Military Alliance, you can tell from their shuttle. Look. Okay, we're gonna go get some... I'm gonna steal oxygen from their shuttle because we can. And it doesn't cost us anything, like... doesn't threaten our alliance or whatever. Oxygen is just oxygen. Okay, we're gonna accompany our Military Alliance buddies here. And if we're lucky, they'll get killed by aliens, and we'll get to take their stuff. And if not, then we're gonna profit anyway, because we're gonna be able to get stuff off of the derelict. But definitely split up, guys. It's time to split up, gang. Okay, we've explored the Telemos. It looks like they're already picking up resources, maybe. I'm gonna keep our shuttle docked here. Yeah, they definitely already took some blue crystals. We need to get that water. Oh, guys. Time to work. No time for snacks. We get everything loaded on board our shuttle here. Or loaded into one of the two airlocks anyway. Okay, then once we get all the cargo that's here loaded and the Military Alliance has left the sector, maybe, then we'll do some salvaging. Okay, I think we're actually done. Phoenix has been left behind by his team. By his faction there. The shuttle's coming to get him now. Okay, I think everybody needs a little bit of a break on board the ship here. Everybody's just been working on the derelict for hours and also fighting aliens. Just make sure everybody's well rested and healthy. We're not causing accidents left and right because everybody's tired. That's better. Let's get, we can do hull salvage safely without worrying about the Military Alliance taking our stuff. So let's start on that. That'll also help us with the recycling, with getting this done. Looks like we're not quite going to have enough hull blocks to finish our hyperdrive, because we need to have one hull block to finish this construction here, and then one hull block for the actual drive itself. But once we salvage this, I think we will have enough. Might not have enough to fit in the metal refinery, though. Okay, I guess we don't have to leave this as expedited. There must have been some hull blocks on board somewhere that got left, because they just went and picked stuff up off the ship. Yeah. Because we expedited, we got a lot of logistics backlog. Another Merchant Federation ship coming in. Could be the same one or different ship. We are kind of at the bottleneck entrance to this particular sector. I wonder if they can take resources from the airlock directly to wherever they're needed on the ship, or if they always have to put them in storage first. They must be able to take them to where they're needed, I think. Because when you first build the ship, it doesn't have a storage. Okay, so we got that. Let's go ahead and build our hyperdrive as soon as we're able to here. And then let's see about the placement of our large power node. So we need to cover, like, this area. Yeah, so I think we're going to put that right here. That looks good. I'm gonna delete that little square there. Although, yeah. Let's say we're eventually gonna build there anyway, but that's gonna bug me if it's there forever and ever. It's just there as a temporary construction marker to help us figure out our power placement. Okay, we did pick up enough hull scrap here to finish the job. I think the next research topic should be an assembler, because then we can crank out our own hull blocks and we don't have to wait for all this recycling. Okay, we do actually have the assembler next in the list. That's good. I think we have Nadia stay. Let's turn off Nadia's derelict ship working permissions and just have her stay on board 24/7, because she does so much on here. I think we want her to just stay there. She's our MVP for this playthrough. I don't have any carbon for trade, so I'm not going to give up any more plastic, I think. We'd afford to give away 1 or 2 units, maybe. We might want to buy another hull block, even though it's twice as expensive as what we probably sold it to them for. The thing is, we just need a hull block right now. We need to be able to expand our industry and make room for new stuff. I think it's worth it, even though it's not cheap. And I'm going to sell a unit of space food as well. Okay, so once that's done, I think our metal refinery is going to wind up... So the power node's going to go here. I think the metal refinery is going to wind up like here, maybe. Come on, Nadia, crank those hull blocks. You can do it. She's taking a break. She's like, I'm not doing it right now. I'm busy. I'm sleeping. Crimson Fury. Did we trade with them before? Can't remember. I don't think we have. Maybe we bought all their ice. I think that was the one we bought all the ice from. I'm wondering if we're going to have enough hull blocks to finish all this. I think we might not. We're low on blue crystals again, unfortunately. Some research bonus. Nice. I think once we get the item, or once we get the assembler online, we might stop the recycler for a while, but first we got the item fabricator coming up. I think after the item fabricator, we could even pause our research for a while. And just work on the ship that we have currently. And the reason for that would be we could get our recycling done a little bit quicker with 3 people working on board here, instead of 1 person doing research while the other 2 work. could technically fit metal refinery here. I think that's good. I think we can fit a wall around that. Yeah, this is good. So that's enough to get our metal refinery done. And then we just need the power node. So maybe we cancel these hull units for now, just to make sure we have enough hull blocks to get all this work done. Looks like we're not going to, because we're gonna be short one block. Unless we demolish the hull from somewhere else. Still monitoring our salvage progress to make sure we're on track here. Okay, item fabricator research is done. Okay, so at this point we're going to pause the research lab. We're just going to work on industry and logistics until we get this done and this done. We've got a bunch of infra blocks that we still have to crank out. We're actually short on blue crystals, so we might have to move on. We still have a bunch of soft scrap that we could potentially salvage. Damage Incorporated. Do you have any blue crystals for me? You do, and they're not too expensive, relatively speaking. You go ahead and buy 4 oh, and you have carbon, so we're going to sell you... Oh, you don't want plastic, though. That's unfortunate. And you don't have any raw chemicals. I'm going to buy all these carbon units, though, because it's going to be a big profit when we go to sell them to the next ship that we run into. I'm going to sell 1 unit of human meat here. I'm going to hang on to some of it in case we need it in an emergency situation, but I don't think we will at this point. I'm going to sell some of our biomatter just to round out this cargo load. Good. I might buy the rest of their carbon in a separate transaction, but it's probably as much money as we want to spend on it right now. Didn't have any hull blocks today. No. We do have more ice, but we have plenty still. Okay, we got this done. So we just need the power node. This is going to have its own little section here. Eventually that's going to be a door, but we're out of infra blocks right now, so let's leave off on that till we're ready. And we're picking up more soft blocks to replace the ones that... soft scrap to replace the blocks that we just sold. Alright, we've been at this just about 2 hours. I think we're going to wrap up our current... Hold on. Why isn't... Give me 1 second. Why is Nadia unconscious? Heard a funny joke, feeling comfortable. Someone thanked me. Fatty acids, protein deficiency, moderate discomfort. She has a condition, knocked unconscious, uncomfortable environment. Spending a lot of time in an uncomfortable environment. Okay. So she can rest. Anyway. Hopefully we can improve on that as we start to expand the ship a little bit more with more hull blocks. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap up this current session of Space Haven. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. It's free if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around for a minute. And in either case, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Take care.